Welcome everybody. How's everybody's Sunday doing? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Ashinda? Trudy, welcome, guys. Marcelo, what's going on? Gary, Christopher, what's up, guys? What's up, Samir, Paul, Natalie, Anil, Tiara, Derek? What's up, Valicia, Christopher? Hope I didn't miss anybody. Guys, let me know real quick. You should just see a black screen right now. I haven't started sharing the screen, but I am traveling right now, so my Wi-Fi, I'm not at home. I'm not on my home Wi-Fi. So can you guys let me know how the audio is? Are you guys able to hear me okay? Is everything working all right? Awesome, guys. Audio is perfect. Okay, that's great. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna go live in just a second. All right, guys. Cool, audio is clear. Jameson, Paul, what's up, guys? Okay, so today is gonna run just a little bit differently. I'm traveling right now, and I completely forgot my USB cord. I just got checked into my hotel, so I haven't had time to go get like an adapter, and so my phone is plugged in on the other side of the room. I don't have a USB adapter near me. My computer only has USB-C, so I haven't had time to get an adapter yet. So I'm not going to be able to read comments like right away live. I'm going to have to switch back to this tab so you guys can, so I can tune in. So I might get locked in at times going over the charts, but I'll come back to the live stream, okay? So we're going to get started in like 30 seconds here, guys. But I'm going to have to be checking the comments through this right here, through the live chat. Yes, sir, Rapid Nuggets. And today's, it's not going to go longer than 30 minutes, okay? It's going to be really short to the point because I don't want these replays to be too long for people. I know I try to keep it under 30 minutes. Sometimes I get to talking and it ends up being over an hour long, and I don't like making it an hour, so I like the replays to be nice and condensed. A lot of people don't want to watch an hour-long replay on something, so yeah, we're going to be running through everything tonight. Also, can you guys just let me know? I know you guys said the audio is good. You guys can hear me all right, but how is it with the music? Is the music too loud, or is it a good mix? Should I lower the music a little bit? It's kind of funny. Last week I was looking in my YouTube studio back office. I got copyright claimed for, I guess, some music I was playing on last week's, but that's fine. I don't monetize these anyways. You guys don't see any ads, or hopefully you don't see any ads. Let me know if you see any ads. Okay, perfect. Just lower a bit. Okay, I'll lower it by 1. I'll bring it a tad down. Fed meeting this week. Yes, sir, Neil. We're definitely going to be covering that. Just a little lower. Okay. Okay. I knocked it down by 1. All right, everybody. Welcome to Sunday's Weekly Outlook. Today is January 24th. It is the last full week of January. Hope you guys all have had a good weekend. I'm going to lower this one more, actually. And yeah, so like I said, I'm going to keep today's webinar to 30 minutes. I'm going to try to keep all of the daily webinars, or I'm sorry, the weekly outlooks to under 30 minutes moving forward. So that way we can just get all the value put together. And like I said, I'm traveling today. Usually I have my phone right next to me to, when I'm at home to check the comments, but because my phone's on like 3%, I only have one cord and the nearest USB port is on the other side of the room. My phone's on the other side of the room charging. Because I'm gonna need it to play some music for my workout right after I hit the gym right after this outlook. So if you guys have something you want to say or you have a question, just know that unless I'm on this screen, I'm not going to be able to see it. So if you have a question, wait for me to switch to the live streaming screen right here. But do me a favor, guys. If you have been enjoying these weekly outlooks since I've been back, if you guys have been rocking with me, if you guys have enjoyed my consistency since I restarted these back up last December, smash the like button for me. Do me a huge favor, smash the like button for this video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you know that when I go live, you get a push notification. And like I said, we're going to be optimizing these weekly outlooks this year, right? Sometimes I know I can get on a ramble and make these like an hour long, but I'm only going to make these 30 minutes or less moving forward. So let's jump into things. I am going to go to the live streaming very quickly, real quick, because I want to just see who remembers. Okay, and we've got over 50 people on here. This is awesome. Welcome, guys. Who was on here? Do you guys remember what I called last week about the dollar index? Do you guys remember? I'm going to switch back to the live chat right now. But do you guys remember my call on the dollar? I told you guys something last week. I said, I believe that we are going to close as a bearish week for the dollar. Even though I know so many people last week were trying to buy the dollar because we had the week of January 4th was this exhaustion candle. And then January 11th was a bullish candle. I know last week, and I said this on last week's Outlook, that I know so many people are looking to buy the dollar, but I was on the contrary. I said I think the dollar is going to continue weakening because I don't see dollar strength, guys. I don't see any fundamental reason behind dollar strength. Do you guys? I want to know in the chat. Do you guys remember? Go ahead and put like a 1 or put a me. If you guys remember last week, I said I was making an official call, and we would see on this week. I would go over it and say, we'd recap to see what happened. And sure enough, guys, the dollar did weaken. We are seeing USD strength or USD weakness. And I am expecting this US dollar. Look at that. We got Captain. We got Anil. You guys remember last week I called dollar weakness. I hope you guys made some money shorting the dollar, whether you bought Euro USD, right? That means Euro USD went way up. Look at this. And these trades I posted in the Telegram, guys, the completely free Telegram. I've been running that Telegram since 2016. The link is in the description below. I gave out 2 setups. I gave out this Euro USD setup, and I gave out a gold buy. To be actually specific, let's go over gold first. Okay, I posted this, and if you guys follow me on TradingView, you'll find the post on TradingView also. I posted this back on the 18th, and I gave it out to you guys. Okay, I posted this. If you go look in the Telegram, right? I can't be lying here. Like, you guys, the proof is in the pudding. If you guys go into the Telegram and you go right up to January 18th or January 19th from last week, I posted this on gold, and I know a lot of people wanted to short gold last week, right? Because it was kind of in this bear flag sort of setup, but I said no. I think the dollar is going to weaken. We have too much dollar weakness. We have too much inflation for the dollar coming, right? We've got this stimulus package, a $1.9 trillion stimulus package on the table. Not only that, but there's already been $600 going out to people that qualify for it here in the U.S. So. And again, this doesn't just apply to if you live in the U.S., whether you're in Europe, Australia, South America, Canada, wherever you are, right? Antarctica, You know, wherever you live, you can trade dollar weakness. That's the best part about the foreign exchange market, right? You can trade all currencies no matter where you are. So I told you guys last week that this was my bias, right? Maybe you didn't agree with me. That's fine, but we can see, watch, we load what happened. This is what happened, and we can see where gold is. Okay, so gold had a pretty big push right off of this call. Okay, so right after I called this, we consolidated for like 16 to 20 hours or so. We sat in this consolidation, but we ended up rocketing up last week on the 20th. Okay, we rocketed all the way up. We went from 1842, which was our entry, all the way up to 1873. The high of that day was actually the highest point was 1875.17. 1875.17. So a massive push on gold. And there was so much opportunity for you guys to get in if you missed it too, because if we look at, this is gold on the 1 hour. Okay, and this is where I posted in Telegram back in here. Okay, where all the consolidation was at. If you missed the first breakout from 1842 up to 1856, you had a beautiful opportunity to re-enter. Look at this. We had this nice bullish engulfing candle. Like really, guys, I think sometimes I feel like some of you guys are sleeping. You have if you find that you have like 25 million Telegram groups that you're a part of and you're getting notifications for every single Telegram group, like, just do yourself a favor, guys. I'm not saying that it just has to be just my group, but kind of crop some groups out, right? Follow like one group. I recommend just following like one person, follow one mentor, stick with them, go with it. But if you got like a couple good places, like, don't feel overwhelmed. If you feel overwhelmed, you're going to miss this value. Like, seriously, everybody that was just locked in and focused following what I called last week made a ton of money on gold. And you could have double dipped, right? You could have made money on the first push from 1842 up to 1855. Then it dropped back down, had this massive rejection off of this daily zone, which is this big orange zone here, and we just extended all the way to the right. So we had a retest of this zone, and then we had that big, and this was inauguration day, right? This was last Wednesday, so a lot was going on in the market. There was a big drop on gold, but nonetheless, we did make some new highs last week. And now we can see where gold is opened at, right? We ended up towards the end of last week, we dropped again, right? Same thing, came to retest this daily zone, right? This daily zone from the 18th and the 19th. Okay, before the initial breakout. Came back to retest it. Rejection again. Like, so many opportunities to buy gold. Also, if you were on the short side of gold last week, I think, I'm personally not interested in shorting gold right now, but there were some decent opportunities to sell gold on Thursday and Friday. Okay, there were a couple opportunities to short gold, but I'm on the buy side. Okay, I still am holding a buy. Okay, I'm still holding a buy. My entry is at 1842. Okay, actually, I think I got just a little bit better entry. I think I'm in at 1840. I'd have to look at my MT4 again. But I am in gold, and I am in for a buy, guys. Okay, I am still expecting, like, here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about the calendar real quick. Let me switch to the live stream. Outlook on gold and US oil. We're covering that right now. Stop loss wicks made me lose some money. So, guys, there's this term. I want you guys to understand this term, and it's 2 words, okay? It's called implied volatility. Okay, I'm going to drop it back down to the 1 hour very quickly. In Wednesday, you guys have to understand that when and I know some of you guys, it might be your first time trading an election. This is only my second election, okay? I traded the first election back in 2016. And now this is my second time trading. And to be honest, the last election back in 2016, I didn't really do a whole lot of trading because it was my first election. I didn't really know what to expect. This election, I kind of knew what to expect and knew how to handle the volatility. So there's something called implied volatility. So I know I did get some messages from you guys on Wednesday saying that some of you guys got stopped out at break even. Some of you guys got into shorts here. But you have to understand, it's called implied volatility, okay? When there is a president of the economy, now I'm not biased because I live in the US. This is just the fact, okay, that the US dollar is king, okay? I could be from Australia, I could be from Europe or wherever else in the world, and I would still say the same thing because the US dollar makes up the most amount of volume in the market. So when you see that the head of the person that runs a country that makes up the most amount of volume in the Forex market, especially when we're talking about gold, right? Gold is traded against the US dollar, right? It's priced against the US dollar. That's why it's XAU, which is gold, USD, the US dollar. That there's implied volatility on this day. So I did not move, even when we were up here at 1856, I did not move my stop loss to break even because this was right before the inauguration. So I'm not trying to get stopped out. You know, I mean, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'm using good risk management anyways. I'm risking less than 5% of my account on this trade. Okay, so if I get stopped out, who cares? I lose 5%. But on the good side, on the flip side, then something like this happens in where you would have gotten stopped out if you would have been at break even. You plan for this implied volatility, and then, you know, we're able to still sustain. Okay. Even when we got up here, I mean, my stop loss has still been the same. I'm really going to move my stop loss to break even once we find a consistent break above this area. Okay, so this area. We really didn't break out too high above this area. We really consolidated. Okay, we really didn't see a big move around here. Okay, one thing also I was looking at last week, just a side note, and then we'll get into the future, guys. I know a lot of you guys are like, okay, well, what's happening this week? We're gonna get into that. But if you notice, and I'm a big, most of my trading comes from a fundamental level, right? So the foundation of my trading, right? The whole reason we bought gold in the first place was because of fundamentals. But if you guys look at the technicals, the daily moves in the market, after this drop right here, and I'm actually gonna just move this for a second, because I think it's just a bit distracting. Okay, so you guys can see. Watch, I'll redo this. Look at this drop on the inauguration, right? If you would have rebought, like, that's a beautiful buy. Like, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you guys bought after that. Did you guys buy on Wednesday morning? Okay, it was 6 a.m. for me, so that was a little early for me. I've been waking up like 7 o'clock, 7:30, so actually almost like 7:45 on the dot each day. A little later than I'd like to, but nonetheless, still missed this really nice entry. Like, guys, this is, if you didn't get in on the trade originally earlier in the week last week, like, guys, this is free money on the table right here. Retest the daily zone right here, and then has a bullish engulfing candle, long wick. Like, that's just easy money. And when you're targeting, okay, how high is it going to go, right, after you break the high, right, you just fib this out, boom, fib extension. I highly recommend. You guys want a tip for those of you guys that are like day trading and using technicals and having all sorts of indicators, right? Occasionally I'll look at the moving averages. Occasionally I'll look at the pivot points. I mostly just base off of market structure, but one really good tool to look where price is going to find some resistance or support at when you don't really have a lot to look. Because if you look to the left, there's not really a lot to look at, right? You could have said, okay, well, maybe it's going to come back up to these highs over here, right? But that's not really a big move, right? That's 1856, these highs, up to 1863. It's not really a big move. So if you're really looking for where this extension might go, look at the fib extensions. The 161.8, it's not gonna let you down a lot. Okay, matter of fact, even back here, watch, I'll show you. I'm just seeing just the things that I'm seeing on the market right here. Look at this, right? Beautiful example right here. Right, when gold is in consolidation, it's making this little bit of a channel right here. Watch, I'll mark off the channel. Right, you have this channel, right? We're looking for some more downside. Starts to break down. You're like, okay, how far is it gonna go? Boom, 161.8. Okay, highly recommend you guys use the extension levels, the Fibonacci extension. They're massively useful, and that's just gold. Like, you really look at, like, it's not just gold, any pair. Okay. Right now, I'm bullish on gold, guys. Like, seriously, like, guys, this is, in my opinion, a clear as day buy. Okay, if you're not already in on gold, you could get in on gold. Even at 1856, you could get on gold. Now, you're going to need a little bit wider stop loss. I'm not here to say, enter here, you know, stop loss here, take profit here. I'm not doing that today. I did that. If you guys are in my Telegram, I posted, right, this risk to reward right here. This gives you my stop loss, my entry, my take profit, right? So that's the freebie right there. You guys are going to have to kind of use your own analysis right here, but this is such a clear bull flag right here. Okay, rejection, bull flag, like, clean, guys. Just super clean in my opinion. Okay, I definitely would be looking for gold buys. Okay, if you're not already in gold, I would keep on gold. Okay, silver, same thing. Silver is going to keep going to the moon. Okay, silver follows gold. They're going to keep going. Let me look at the comments real quick. Is it still safe to enter for a gold buy? I think I just answered that. Maybe I'd probably seen that comment afterward. It was too late for me. It didn't push for myself. It was so volatile that day. But I had the first running trade. Nice. First trade running and didn't stack. Okay. Cool. So that's gold. That's silver. Stock market too, guys. I called this last week also. I said the stock market beginning of last week. Literally beginning of last week, we were down here. I said stock market. Who remembers that? Put a 1 in the chat. Guys, if you remember, if you truly, I don't want you to just put a 1 to hype me up, but if you truly remember that last week I made 2 calls and I said these are official calls. I said stock market, the Dow is going to make new highs. Not just the Dow, but all indices. I said the stock market is just going to keep doing well. It's going to keep pumping. That it's going to make highs. That the dollar index, in the dollar index, is going to fall. Okay, gold came a little bit later in the week in Telegram. But look at this. If you got wrecked buying the dollar, I mean, I don't feel bad for you because you weren't on last week's Outlook. You should have been on the Outlook last week. So I've been calling it. I called it. Like, you guys don't even have to believe me. Like, I'm not even just trying to hype myself up. Go watch the recording. It's right there on YouTube. All the time in it, I'm just saying dollar's going to weaken. Dollar's going to weaken. Dollar's going to weaken. Dollar index is going to drop. And that causes, guys, remember, a weak dollar is good for the stock market. Look at this. All these ones. All these ones. Awesome. Yes, you did say that. Awesome. Guys, it's so, like, I'm not trying to make trading sound easy, but when you guys just discipline yourself and you just follow some basic rules, like, the thing is, guys, there's no reason for the dollar to strengthen right now. Absolutely none. So all those technical traders, right? And I'm not trying to bash technical traders, but in a way, I really think if you're just trading off of the charts, like, great. If you have an awesome strategy, great. I pat you on the back. I salute you. Right? I'm not going to bash you. There's a million ways to make $1 million trading. Okay, but seriously, you know, you're going to be able to avoid weeks like last week. Okay, so many retail traders, they want to say, okay, January 4th, there was this exhaustion candle. January 11th, there was this big bullish engulfing candle and big bullish candle. So this means that last week has to, this week has to be bullish for the dollar. Not true. Not true at all. If you think about a fundamental level, why in the hell, okay, excuse my language, why in the hell are we going to have how can we even have a strengthening dollar when there's literally trillions of dollars being printed? Okay, it doesn't make any sense. Look at interest rates, guys. Look at interest rates from the Fed. Okay, look at interest rates in the US. We're at near zero interest rates. Look at interest rates at all the central banks. Like, it makes 0 sense for the US dollar to have any strength right now. Right? And that's my opinion, but I mean, we're seeing this opinion become fact. Right? We're seeing this opinion that last week is a perfect example. Look at that. Look at all the ones in the chat. Okay? So, I'm going to say it again. This is my call for this week. The dollar index should close bearish. I believe the dollar index will close another red candle. Okay, another red candle. I believe we're going to keep, basically, guys, it's real simple. Okay, these weekly outlooks might start to get a little repetitive because I am massively bearish on the dollar index, guys. Okay, I do not see the dollar, people are being like, oh, the dollar index, it'll go back here and drop. Like, it could. Okay, I'm not going to knock anybody's opinion. But from what it looks like, especially with a little bit of confirmation from last week, like, I see no buys for the dollar. Okay? If you guys are new around here, maybe a little bit newer to trading, you guys are like, so what does this mean to sell the dollar, right? How can we sell the dollar? It means you can buy gold. You can buy silver. You can buy Euro USD. Okay? You can sell USD CAD. You can sell USD Swiss franc. You can sell USD JPY. Right? Okay? That's what we're looking at. Okay, that's what we're looking at for this week, is a weak dollar. So gold, and oh my gosh, guys, look at that weekly candle on gold. Like, so nice. We completely moved higher than the week of January 11th. Look at that. We were pretty low, right? A lot of people were like, oh my gosh, this big bearish candle. And this is what I mean, right? You have this from a retail level, right? You have, if you're just looking at the retail, like a retail analysis, right? When you're just looking at the candlesticks and you aren't looking at any sort of fundamentals, right? You see that this candle, this big red candle, you see a little red candle, and people just thought gold was going to tank, right? I got so many messages last week after I posted this gold buy. So many hate, not even like hate, but just people being like, I guess it is a form of hate. People are like, you're wrong. Gold is going to drop. Gold is going to drop. Gold is going to drop. And I mean, it's not dropping yet. And if it does drop, cool. I mean, that's just going to be a better buy area. But I'm telling you guys right now, not only is this week going to be bullish on gold, okay? But even if we did drop on gold, gold is hitting 2,300 this year. I'm calling it. And I've been calling it for weeks. Okay, I've been calling it since December. Just like December of 2019, I said that gold would hit $2,000 in 2020. It did. Okay, this year, gonna hit 2,300. Okay, like seriously capitalize on this information. Okay, I said this earlier in the webinar, but I'm gonna just repeat myself one more time that some of you guys, you're getting so distracted. You're so distracted with a bajillion different Telegram groups and Discord groups and all these groups, right? That you're like, you're getting 20 million signals every single week, right? And like 99.9% of these signals are crap, right? They're from people that have been trading for 6 months. And I'm not saying if you've been trading for 6 months, I'm not this isn't against anybody that's been trading for 6 months, but these people don't understand how the markets actually work, right? They're just calling double tops and double bottoms and waiting for a trend line to break and a retest. Like, guys, that's not trading. Okay, I'm sorry, that's not trading. Okay, trading is having an understanding of geopolitics and having an understanding of macro and microeconomics and understanding the flow of money between banks. Okay, you might get lucky a little bit. You might have a period of time where a technical strategy works, but every single person in here, if you've had some experience trading, you know what I'm saying, that technicals always will fail you at some point. Okay, so you really want to have a good gauge, have a good understanding, and really start to dive into the fundamental side of why the flow of money moving. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. Also, this was a trade I gave out. This is a trade I gave out in the Telegram to you guys. Okay, so this was a trade. You guys can go into the Telegram and see. I called it back here on the 19th. I said Euro USD, it's going to go up, right? Because of USD weakness. It's still going to keep going, guys. Gold Euro USD is going to go up all the way up to the highs of last year. Okay, actually the highs of this year. That's actually January 6th, January 7th remain those highs. Okay, Euro USD is going to keep pushing. Euro USD, this is the weekly chart. Euro USD is gonna hit 125, 126. I'm telling you guys right here. Okay. I could pull up. I'm not going to because I can't give out too much sauce on these outlooks. But I could pull up my Excel sheet right now. I literally have a fun book. I call it a fun book, and it's all the different banks, all the different major banks that do investment banking. Okay, all the large investment banks. Okay, Goldman Sachs, Scotiabank, Citibank. I mean, those are just the ones that I can think off the top of my head. There's like 10 of them. Okay, and their outlooks are synonymous with my outlook. Okay, and it's funny. Some of these banks, like I think it was JP Morgan, they posted gold to 2,300 after they just recently, in the past couple of weeks, like the past week or two, posted that gold was going to 2,300. Right, I've been talking about, if you've been on my webinars, I've been calling 2,300 since last year, since the end of December. So it's pretty interesting to see. It just is like, it's this simple, guys. Inflation in the U.S. is going through the moon. It's going to keep going through the moon for the next 2 years. Okay, the dollar is not going to do good, so sell the dollar. Okay. And again, I'm a swing trader. Remember, I like to swing trade. Okay, I only take, and look at this guy, I only take occasional day trades. Look at this on silver. Look at this flag we're in. Massive flagpole from April 2020 to August 2020. Massive push on silver. And ever since then, we've been sideways. Like, guys, this is about to break up so much higher. Silver is going to go up to $45 this year. It's happening. I promise you guys, it's happening. Okay? So that's where we're at. I think somebody was asking about oil too. Oil, same thing. Oil's bullish. All commodities I'm bullish on right now. Silver, platinum, palladium, gold, oil, everything. Okay, oil probably go back up to 60 cents. You guys have probably seen it at the gas pump, right? I was actually at the gas pump today, and I noticed, I was like, wow, okay, gas prices are going back up. Right, gas prices are definitely going back up. Okay. So that's pretty much going to conclude the. Okay, before you guys all run away, do me a favor, guys. Smash that effing like button. Do me a favor, please. Get this information out to more traders, right? Imagine there's other traders like you out there surfing the YouTubes, and they want this information. So this, and it really keeps me going, guys. Like I love nothing more than when I look back on a Wednesday or a Thursday and see that there's like 40 likes on these videos, right? It seriously means the world to me. It keeps me so motivated. It keeps me on point. It keeps me wanting to do these weekly outlooks for you guys. Okay, because to be quite honest, to be 100% like transparent with you guys, one of the reasons that I actually stopped doing these weekly outlooks last year is because I didn't feel enough support, right? I didn't feel enough support. We were only getting like 100 views on these, and I was getting like a dozen likes, right? So keeping you guys, I just came out. I'm on vacation right now, pretty much for the next 3 days. Right, so I mean, I could be doing a lot of other things right now, but I chose to get on here to have this consistency, to get on here for you guys. I already know it's going down, right? I'm just speaking to myself these thoughts, right? This is for you guys, completely for you guys, completely for free, right? So do me a huge favor, just smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. Okay, drop a comment if you have one, especially with the fragile. James Singh says, especially with the fragile state of the economy and what's going on behind the scenes, beyond belief. Yeah, pretty crazy. If people use hate language based on someone else's bias and trading, then they're in the wrong industry. That is on point, Neil. US 30, Derek, I think it's going to keep moving higher. Okay, I think it's going to keep moving higher. So it's real simple, guys. The stock market, and look at the Nasdaq Composite too. Nasdaq Composite, it's at all-time highs right now. Literally as we speak, it's like crazy. We're making history, guys. Like this is the highest the Nasdaq has ever been in history. Look at this. 2012, like we just go up. We just go up and up and up, okay? We are making history right this second. Right as of this second, as of we speak, this hour. Look at that. The Nasdaq Composite making all-time highs. This is the highest in history in the world the Nasdaq has ever been. Nasdaq Composite has ever been 13,453, right? US 30 going to keep pumping, okay? As long as the dollar is weakening, the stocks are going to keep climbing. Okay? Money printer goes brr, okay, guys? Okay? There is so much money being printed. I know it's a meme, and I know if you guys follow like Wall Street Bets, you guys follow like Daddy J Powell or anything like that, but seriously, J Powell and the boys, they are just having a print fest. Okay, it's a print fest over the Fed. It is in especially, and again, this is not political, okay? This is not political bias or anything like that, but this is just the fact, okay? But with the new administration, administration here in the U.S., okay, especially with Janet Yellen coming in to be the Secretary of Treasury, right? Like all these things coming in. You guys remember Janet Yellen, right? Big bull, right? Big bull. So, guys, it is just gonna be a print fest for. And I'm not talking like the next couple weeks, the next couple months. I'm talking literally like the next year, 2 years. It's just going to be print. Okay? We need money, print it. Stock market goes down, print it. Okay? Like it's what's happening right now. Now, obviously, we won't get into it right now because I don't want to make this too long today, but it is obviously a bubble, okay? Now, is it smart to guess when the bubble is going to pop? Probably not. Right? You're going to short, you're going to get margin called, right? You're going to short, you're going to get margin called. You're going to short, you're going to get margin called, right? You're going to short that one time out of 50 times shorting, and you might get lucky, right? So why not buy those 49 other times, right? So I'm telling you guys, stock market is just going to keep pumping. Stock market's going to keep pumping. US dollar is going to keep crashing. Okay? How do you trade currency crosses that are not not USD related? Ernest, great question. I really don't trade a whole lot of miners. Okay, I know it's funny because if you look at my list over here, the miners list is the biggest one. I'm just kind of OCD. You'll notice it's kind of weird. How I have it sorted by all the euro bases, and then Swiss franc base, CAD base, pound bases, right? AUD bases, NZD bases, that sort of thing. But I do occasionally, when I'm day trading, I'll look at the minors, okay? Because I'm going to put it this way. I know I've said this a million times before, but when you're day trading, I think the technicals have a lot more, you can put a lot more focus on the technicals, okay? A lot more focus on the technicals, right? Because fundamentals move the market overall, right, on the grand scheme of things. But I'm a swing trader, so that's why I look at the fundamentals. When you're swing trading and you're looking for the bigger moves in the market, definitely be looking at fundamentals. Okay, for swing trading, main focus fundamentals, small focus on technicals, right? It's nice for the technicals to line up with your fundamentals, right? But if you're trying to swing trade, I wouldn't do it based off of technicals. Okay, and look at that, gold already pumping. Look at that. If you guys have been, I literally called a buy at the beginning, or just a little bit ago, right at the beginning of this. I called a buy right here. I said buy gold. I said gold's great for a buy. You guys are already in profit if you bought late. So do with it what you will, guys. This is a easy money week. And I'm saying this way, guys. I'm gonna put it this way to end this off. Not every week, not every month is this nice and easy. It's where like, oh my gosh, the market is great. Okay, take what the market is giving you and run with it. Okay, I don't know if that's the right saying. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. But like, capitalize when the times are good. Capitalize. Okay, go hard. Doesn't mean go hard as in like over leverage, but scale into your trades. Use good risk management, right? Really capitalize on these times when the markets are good. Still use good risk management, but you can scale in like crazy, right? Use good risk management. Make sure you're, moving your stops to break even when you need to, right? You aren't over leveraging. You aren't just like putting $1,000 in an account and trading 5 lots. Whatever the biggest lot size you can with a $1,000 account. Okay, make sure you guys are playing the game smart. Okay, or you're gonna be out of the game and you're gonna be sad. Okay, so that's it, guys. Oh, and then let me just briefly, I do want to talk about Bitcoin very quickly. Okay, guys, I am bullish on crypto. Okay, I know there was a big scare last week. In fact, one of my good buddies who's pretty heavily, I guess I should say was heavily invested into crypto, he sold all of his crypto at the bottom, or actually around like 30,000. Guys, I know this is kind of memey from the whole finance fin memes, if you follow finance memes on Instagram, but I've got diamond hands. Okay, diamond hands. We hold this Bitcoin, right? Like, I don't really care if Bitcoin drops. Literally, guys, like, I got in at such a good price on Bitcoin. I bought late in Bitcoin, right? When it was at the highs at 16,000 earlier this year, like really got more heavily invested into Bitcoin. Okay, at 16,000. And that was the highs at the time, right? That was literally the highs. We had broken the June highs. We were getting really close to 20K. I bought. Okay, so I don't care. I've been buying more as it's gone up, but my lowest cost my average cost is around 16,000. Okay, literally Bitcoin could drop to 20,000. I could care less. Okay, I'm in this for the long run, guys. I think personally, this might be a crazy call. I think Bitcoin is gonna hit 50K by March 1st. I don't know, kind of crazy. I know it's a little bit out there. It has to go another 18,000, especially after consolidating. But and I also think Bitcoin's gonna hit over 100,000 this year. Okay, I don't recommend day trading Bitcoin or any crypto for that matter. Okay, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, right? Buy Ripple even if you want to. Like, guys, the SEC director, I'm forgetting the term right off the bat, but the person that originally brought the case against against Ripple resigned. He stepped down. Okay, it's actually kind of interesting. So I think Ripple will probably recover. Ethereum's already making, literally right now we're making history on Ethereum too. We just made history on Ethereum. We are at the highest point Ethereum has ever seen right now. Right now we are making, like, this hour, this second, right now in this moment in life, if you're watching this live, we're already making new highs on Ethereum. Okay, it's because Ethereum 2.0 is right around the corner. Okay, Ethereum's gonna keep pumping. Buy it. I recommend. And I know this isn't investment advice or financial advice, okay, guys? But if I was talking to a younger version of myself, or I was talking to myself on the other side of the screen, I would tell myself to buy it, invest in it, and just hold it. Hold it, put it in an offline wallet, forget it ever existed. Okay, maybe check on it once a week, whatever you want to do, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm obviously checking on my account, once a week or so, right? I mean, that's just human nature, right? We want to see what it's at. But it's in an offline wallet, cold storage, sits there. I don't touch it, okay? So that's what I recommend. If you do, one thing that you can do is when you do make double your investment, right? Let's say you put in $10,000, it goes to 20,000, right? You could take out that 10,000 and then boom, you're risk free, right? Let the rest of that 10,000 just ride. It goes to zero, whatever. You're already out. It's risk free. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do it, but with crypto, make sure you invest, buy yourself some of the actual coins so you own some of the actual coin or token, and then you move on to it, and then you just forget about it. Okay. All right, guys. That's going to be it for the week. Sorry, I keep going to this. Again, my phone is being charged right now. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to smash that like button if you have not already. I already see that there's over 40 likes on this video. So, guys, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful to have an audience that I can speak to and share this kind of information. I'm so grateful to have excited people that want to learn from me. I'm so grateful to just have your guys' support. So, thank you so much, guys. Let's finish off January strong. Okay, remember, risk management is the foundation of your trading strategy all the time. Okay, remember that. That is your mantra every single day, every single time before you take a trade. Risk management is the cornerstone, is the foundation, is the base of my trading strategy. Right, and then fundamentals. All right, guys. So that's it for the Sunday Outlook. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you all next week for a new Outlook to start off or to actually finish the last day in January and to start off February strong. But guys, 2021 is going to be a killer year. So let me know what your guys' goals are in the comments, or hit me up. Okay, my Instagram is in the link below. If you're not a part of my completely free Telegram that I've been running since 2016, just dropping bombs all the time, value, little signals here and there once in a while, make sure you guys are in there. Okay, but I appreciate you guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week.